Okay, so today I thought I'd switch it up with you guys and prime my eyes with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I'm going to be using this concealer brush by Tarte. And we're just going to put that all over the eyelid. We're also going to use it to shape the brow. Now I'm going to go into the MAC and the Flush palette, and we're going to take this shade right here. I'm going to take this big fat Morphe brush to pack it on the lid to set the paint pot. Now I'm going to take this brown shade right here on a MAC 217 blending brush. And we're just going to put that right in the crease and use that as our transition shade. Now I'm going to take this dark brown shade on the Kat Von D shade and light brush on this pointed end. And we're going to put that right in the crease and in the outer V. Now I'm going to take this Morphe brush out of the 702 brush pack. And we're just gonna blend this out. I really wish these Morphe brushes had different numbers or names or something out of the kits. That way I could tell you guys exactly which brushes I'm using. That one didn't seem to be working for me, so I'm gonna take this Morphe blending brush. I'm going to take this Tarte blending brush, and I'm going to take that same dark brown shade, just a tiny bit, and just further blend this out. Just to smoke it out a little more. Now I'm going to go in with this whitish gray color down here. And I'm going to be using this e.l.f. blending brush. I'm going to get some of that product and just blend out the edges. Okay, I want this outer V and everything to be a bit darker and smoked out. So I'm going to take this black shade here on this Morphe flat shader brush. I'm just gonna pack some black right in there. Now I'm gonna use this MAC 224 blending brush, and we're just gonna blend it out. Now I'm going to use my e.l.f. blending brush and grab a little more of the black. to take this Kylie blending brush and we're going to go in with that first base shade that we used, and we're going to do the same thing that we just did with the gray shade and just tone down the edges a bit. But I mean, this step isn't absolutely necessary. It's just, it's a little more smoked out than I would like it to be. So we're going to use a lighter shade to kind of tone it down. Now I'm going to take this Ulta shadow brush and I'm going to spray it with some MAC Fix Plus. Then I'm going to take this shimmery shade right here. And we're just going to put that where you see skin, on the eyelid. The Fix Plus is really to help the shadow like pop more, because if you did the shadow dry, it wouldn't be as quite as pigmented and as bright. Now we're going to go back into our transition shade. I'm going to take the Kylie blending brush. We're going to use that right in here. Mostly in this part of the crease that's closer. I don't know what to call that, my inner crease, I guess. And it'll help blend out the sparkly shadow. Now I'm going to take a tiny bit of the black on the Kylie brush. Just a little bit. And do what we just did with the transition shade. And then go out towards the edge here and blend this out. And we're going to go back in with that same shadow brush by Ulta. I don't know if you guys saw that. And then we're going to go back in with the sparkly shade again. And we're just going to build up color a bit more. Now I'm going to go in with this tiny little precision brush by Morphe. I'm going to spray a little bit of MAC Fix Plus on that. And then I'm going to use this pinky shade here. I'm going to use that as our highlight on the inner corner. Now I'm going to take this Morphe liner brush and I'm going to go in with my Tarte Tartist clay liner. And I'm not going to wing this out or anything, I'm just going to do a line to help blend in the false lashes that we're going to put on. So I'll be right back with the finished eyeliner. Okay, now I'm going to use a makeup wipe and clean a little bit of this up. Not worried about being super perfect right now because we're still going to do the bottom lash line and the concealer will help clean it all up. So today just seems to be like an all MAC day for the most part. So we're going to be using the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Base thing, primer. We're just going to do it like we usually do. Now I'm going to take my Smashbox color correcting stick, the green one, to help reduce redness. So I'm going to put this anywhere I see red spots, which is pretty much my whole face. The concept of color correcting is basically correcting the color you don't want. So green, it's like a color wheel, and like the opposite of red is green, and then there's like orangey reds to cover like blue, dark circles underneath your eyes, but I should probably get one of those. I do have a little bit of blue. But I do have a color correcting palette coming in because I'm working on a pro kit for doing people's makeup, because I'm doing a lot of prom makeup this year, and then hopefully I'll be doing more on the side. I just keep talking. I'm going to use my Kat Von D translucent setting powder, and then I'm going to take my Mr. Right brush I'm just going to dust this all over. I know it's a little weird to put the setting powder on before foundation and all that, but trust me, it doesn't make it cakey or anything. It just really helps your foundation stay put a lot longer, especially if you're an oily person, like moi. So I'm going to take some of my Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. I'm going to use mostly light 45 and a touch of light 48, I believe. Yes, light 48, just to, come on, there we go. And the Tarte Tartist clay liner comes with a little liner brush, but I don't like it. So I just use this to mix my foundation. And it does a decent job with that. But I don't like it for liner. That's why I use the Morphe one. So after I mix that in, I'm just gonna draw lines. I'm gonna take this Not Beauty blender. And this time I'm gonna focus more on patting it in. I feel like I have a big forehead, but my big forehead's too small for a full-size beauty blender, I feel like. Then I'm going to take a mini one because my forehead is big yet small. And go right in here because I'm afraid the big one will mess up my eyebrows and I'll get too close to them. Now I'm going to use my little sample-sized, I don't know what this is, a Fake Up? Is this Fake Up by Benefit? Yeah. And this is an O2 medium. If I actually end up buying this, I'll probably get a 1. Oh god, yes I will. But I like this because it's a bit creamy and very moisturizing. And I'm just going to put it where I always feel like I need a bit more coverage. Now I'm going to go back in with my Kat Von D translucent setting powder and my Mr. Right brush. My Too Faced. Yes. And we're just going to do like we did earlier. I'm going to flatten it out a little bit and take some more of the setting powder. I'm too lazy to bring out another brush, and I'm just gonna set underneath my eyes so they don't crease. I'm gonna bake for a minute.
Okay, so now that we dusted off the bake, we are going to do lips. So I'm gonna use this Kate thing by Rimmel, and this is the shade 14. And now I'm going to use this MAC lip gloss in See-Through. I'm just going to dot it on there and move it in. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to use the wand. Now I'm going to go into my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette. I'm going to use my Mr. Right brush again. And we're just going to take a little bit of the lightest shade. That's probably more than a little bit. And we're just going to bronze a little. Contour. Now I'm going to take this complexion brush that I was going to use to do my foundation. Ah, it's wet. I just cleaned my brushes last night. Now I'm going to use my Nose Perfector brush by JD Wadey 180 Luxie Beauty. Well, JD Wadey's 180s collab with Luxie Beauty. This is, I guess, 812, the nose contour brush. So I'm going to take this in and dip into the Kat Von D palette, the same shade that we used for our cheeks and everything, and just carve out my nose. And then I'm going to use the other end to blend it out. Now I'm going to go into my Anastasia Gleam Kit. We're going to take hard candy on my finger. Just put it on the tip of my nose. There, and then I'm going to use this highlight brush by Tarte. We're going to take hard candy and highlight the cheeks and up here. Then I'm going to take the blush end of that same brush, and I'm going to go into my NARS Narcissist Unfiltered 2 palette. I'm going to go in with Hot Sand. Now we're going to go back into the MAC in the Flesh palette. We're going to go on with that transition shade that we used. I'm going to use this Morphe brush. I'm going to put that right down there. And we're going to take a little bit of the black shade. Now I'm going to use the e.l.f. blending brush. And we're just going to blend that out. And we're going to go in with this dark brown shade here on the same Morphe brush. Now I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Better Than False Lashes Extreme. And we're just going to pop this on. Now I'm going to go back into the glow kit. I'm going to take this fat Morphe Precision brush. We're going to go back into Hard Candy again. And I'm going to highlight underneath my brow bone. Now I'm going to pop on some false lashes and I'll see you guys in just a moment. So yeah guys, this is the, look at that glow. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I definitely can. It's very pink. But yeah, this is the finished look. My lights like to fall on me. But yeah, this is the completed look. I'm really liking the MAC and the Flush palette. I feel like I've been grabbing it like every day now. Maybe that's because it's new and it's just like probably my new favorite palette that I want to grab and use all the time because I just want to use it. But I'm really liking it. The colors are very buttery and nice, and I feel like I can create a lot of different looks on it. This is the second video I've done using this palette. If you guys want to see the first one, I will link it down below, along with my brow routine. But yeah, this is it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next Monday.